Hello everyone, welcome to Indian Judicial Service. In this video we are going to discussing here the constitutional law. This video is the 24th part of constitutional law, and in this video we discuss the union and especially the question related to executive parts of union as well as the state provision. So if you are not watched the previous video, please go and watch the previous video. All the link of previous videos are available in our description box, and those who want the PDF file of this video series, the PDF file will be uploaded in our Telegram group as well as WhatsApp group. You may join the Telegram group through the link is available in our description box. So before starting this video, I request you please like, share and subscribe our channel. Now come to the point. Question number 406. Who among the following hold his and her office at the pleasure of the President? Option A, Chairman of UPSC. Option B, Attorney General of India. Option C, Speaker of Lok Sabha. And option D, Controller and Auditor General of India. So Attorney General of India hold his and her office at the pleasure of President, means he hold his office till the wish of the President. So clearly answer is here option B. Now question number 407. In the event of occurrence of vacancies in the office of oath, the President and Vice President of India, who among the following shall discharge the function of the President till new President is elected? So option A, Speaker of Lok Sabha, so it's absolutely wrong here. Leader of majority party, this is also wrong. Chief Justice of India, yes, it may be possible. And senior most governor, so it is also wrong. So if the post of President, means office of President, is vacant, and that time Vice President obtain his post or office, but if both of them is not present, in that time the Chief Justice of India occupy the office of the President of India. And if Chief Justice of India is also not available, in that time the senior most judge of Supreme Court follow the same procedure. So clearly answer of this question is here option C. Question number 408. Executive power of union is vested in. So this question we discussed in previous video, and if you are not watched the previous video, please go and watch the previous video. All the link of previous videos are available in our description box. Now, so executive power of union is vested in. So this thing is provided in Article 53. So and Article 53 clearly dealt with executive power of union is vested in the President of India. So clearly answer here option B. Now question number 409. A assertion here. The Constitution vests the executive power of union in the President of India. So this is correct statement. Reason: the President of India is the constitutional head of the state. Yes, this statement is also correct, but both statements are not interrelated here. So option A here, both A and R true, and R is the correct explanation of A. So this is wrong here, it is not a correct explanation. Option B, both A and R are true, but R is not correct explanation of A. So this is our correct answer here. So answer here option B. Question number 410. Which of the following statement is correct? So first statement here, the President may continue to be a member of a parliament even after. So in this question ask the correct statement. Even after assuming a charge of the presidential office. So this statement is absolutely wrong, because whenever any member of a parliament become the President of India, at the time of when he take the office of the President of India, in that time his seat of member of parliament is automatically vacant. So clearly this is here, so it is wrong here. Now option B, the President is not barred from holding any other office of profit even after assuming a charge of presidential office. So this statement is absolutely wrong, because the condition of the eligibility of the President is there. So it is the second condition, that no person and who is become a President of India eligible for the President of India holding any office of the profit. So clearly this statement is also wrong. He is barred from holding any other office of profit, and this statement not barred. So this is wrong here. Now option C, the President is entitled to use his official residence only on the payment of rent fixed. So this statement is also wrong, because the president entitled to use his official residence without any cost, free of cost. So this is, and there is no need to payment rent for their office. So this is wrong here. Now last one here, the emolument and allowances of the president shall not be diminishing during his term of office. Yes, this statement is correct here. So this is our correct answer. Question number 411. The president of India is elected by an electoral college consisting of, so this question is directly related to section 54, which is dealing with the electoral college, consisting of, and so it consisting of elected members of both houses of parliament, means elected member of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, and also including the elected member of state assemblies, means MLA. So member of legislative assembly. So this thing is here. So answer here option B. Question number 412. In which one of the following is correct statement of the decision in DC Badwa versus state of Bihar? So before solving this question, now we are discussing the fact related to the case of DC Badwa versus state of Bihar. So in DC Badwa case, it was argued in DC Badwa versus state of Bihar 1987, the legislative power of the executive to promulgate the ordinance is to be used in exceptional circumstance. This is very important here, and not as substitute for making a law power of legislature. So here the court was examining a case where the state government, under the authority of the governor, they continue to re-promulgate ordinance, and that is it repeatedly issue a new ordinance to replace old ones, and instead of laying them before the state legislature, a total of 259 ordinances were re-promulgated, and some of them as long as 14 years. The Supreme Court argued that if ordinance making was made a usual practice, creating an ordinance Raj, and the court could strike down the re-promulgated ordinance because it is unconstitutional, because it erects the power of legislature through the ordinance. So this thing is here. Now come to our question. So option A here, the president is entitled to promulgate the ordinance during the recess of parliament. Yes, this statement is correct, but it is not related to the case DC Badwa versus state of Bihar 1987. Now option B, colorable re-promulgation of ordinance is unconstitutional. Yes, this statement is absolutely correct, and it is clearly related to case DC Badwa versus state of Bihar 1987. Now remaining two options here. Article 123 empower the president to issue a successive ordinance, and option D, the governor's power of a reissuing of ordinance cannot be questioned in court of law. So these are not related to the case, in this case DC Badwa versus state of Bihar. So clearly answer of this question is option B. This thing is the colorable re-promulgation of ordinance is unconstitutional, and this is declared by the Supreme Court in this case. Now question number 413. Assertion here, the president of India has the power to grant pardon, reprieve, respite or remission of punishment, or to suspend, remit or commute a sentence. So this is a correct statement here. According to Article 72, Supreme President having these powers. Now reason here, the president exercises not only executive function but also judicial and legislative function. So both this statement is also correct, and it is clearly related to this statement, because the president not only exercise the executive but also judicial. In that time the president procured the judicial power and to grant the pardon, respite, reprieve and remission and these things here. And when president issues the ordinance. In that time president used their power, legislative function power. So this thing is there. So statement is correct. So option A, both A and R true, and R is a correct explanation of A. So clearly the answer of this question is here option A. Now question number 414. Once the promulgation of an emergency is made, the right of citizen to move the Supreme Court for the enforcement of his fundamental right is suspended by the option A, Prime Minister of India, option B, President, option C, Speaker of Lok Sabha, option D, Chief Justice of Supreme Court. So clearly answer here option B, President of India. Question number 415. The executive powers of the Union government are vested in the President of India. So first of all, important thing is there, the executive power of the Union government are vested in the President of India, and this thing is provided in clearly in Article 53. So Article 53 clause A dealt with this thing. So the President shall exercise these power. So option A, himself, option B, directly or through officers subordinate him if he so desire, option C here, either directly or through the officers subordinate to him in according with the provisions of the Constitution, and option D here, only on the advice of the President. So the President shall exercise these executive power either directly or through officers subordinate to him in according with the provision of the Constitution. So answer of this question is here option C. Now question number 416. In the performance of his duty in the exercise of his power, the governor, option A, is answerable in the court of law. So this statement is absolutely wrong, because in the performance of a duty and in the exercise of his power, the governor getting the special privilege under Article 361 clause A. In this article, the President and governor in the performance of his duty and exercise of his power are not answerable in any court. So this thing is there. So option B here is not answerable in the court of law. Option C here can be impeached by Vidhan Sabha. Option D here is answerable to Vidhan Sabha. So clearly answer is here option B is not answerable in the court of law. Question number 417. The Constitutional Authority vested with the power declaring castes or tribes as scheduled caste or scheduled tribe is the option A, Parliament, option B, Home Ministers, option C, President of India, and option D here, the Chairman of SC/ST Commission. So the Constitutional Authority vested with the power of declaring castes or tribe as scheduled caste or scheduled tribe is the Parliament. So clearly answer is here option A. Now question number 418. The President's rule under Article 356 remain valid in the state for maximum period. So option A 1 year, option B 2 year, option C 6 months, and option D 9 months. So the President rule under Article 356 remain valid in the state for maximum period of 6 months. So answer is here option C. Now question number 419. The Governor recommends to the President of India that the breakdown of constitutional machinery in the state is imminent. The President makes a proclamation under Article 356. The action of the President, so the action of President cannot be reviewed as the President is the sole judge of his emergency power. Option B, cannot be reviewed as the constitutional bar the courts from reviewing the political action. Option C, can be reviewed as it goes against the fundamental right, and option D, can be reviewed as it is malified. So clearly according to the question here, the government recommends to the President of India that the breakdown of constitutional machinery in the state is imminent, the President makes a proclamation under Article 356. The action of President can be reviewed as it is malified, and this thing is provided in Article 356. So answer is here option D. Now, question number 320. Which one of the following prepositions is correct description of power of the President of India under Article 356 of the Constitution? So in this question asked the correct preposition of power of President of India under Article 356. 356 dealt with the provision in case of failure of constitutional machinery in the state. So option A here, a chief minister in spite of commanding the confidence of legislative assembly cannot lead his government in according with the constitution. The president can proclaim emergency. So at the time where the president, in spite of commanding the confidence of the legislative assembly, cannot lead his government in according with the constitution, in that time the governor invite a second major party and who shows that the confidence in the legislative assembly, and they prove their confidence in the assembly, and they work as a president. So in that time the governor cannot recommend the president to impose the proclamation of president rule. So this is wrong here. The president rule can proclaim emergency. This is wrong here. Now option B here, if the law and order in the state completely break down, the president can proclaim emergency. Yes, this is correct here. At the time where the law and order in the state completely break down, the president can proclaim emergency. Now we are discussing here first clause of the Article 356. Article 356 deal with the provision in case of failure of constitutional machinery in state. So Article 356 clause 1 clearly describe here, if the president on receipt of a report from governor of state or otherwise, this is very important, this report is not mandatory for the president. President may take the other provision on the recommendation, and that may, if the president satisfy that, the president may proclaim the president rule in particular state. So satisfy that a situation has arising which the government of state cannot be carry on in according with the provision of constitution, the president may by proclamation. So this thing is provided in Article 356 clause 1. So this otherwise is very important here according to our question, related to our question. Now option C here, the president can refer the matter to the Supreme Court for advice and act in according with such advice. So this is wrong here. Now last one here, the president cannot make a proclamation of emergency if the governor refused to make a report. So this is absolutely wrong here, because the president having the suo motu power or getting information from other resources. So this is wrong here. Now answer of this question is here, the power of a president of India under Article 356 of the Constitution, if the law and order in the state completely break down, the president can proclaim emergency. So answer of this question is here option B. Now we are going to finish this video, and if you like this video, please click on like button. Please share our videos to your friends and relatives and other social media channel. Please subscribe our channel. This channel will very helpful for your preparation, and also press the bell icon button which will provide you a further notification of our videos. Please press the bell icon button, and we will meet the next videos with another new 15 new question related to constitutional law. Thank you for watching Indian Judicial.